Ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-bum. Well, I can't. I'm just waiting for my feed to load. So we just hang on a sec so I can see what's going on. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Is there anybody watch? Oh, 3 people watching. Hello. Hello. Okay, so da da dee dee. After the sound test room, yes, I am here. I am here. I'm not wait. No, I'm okay. So here we go. A few more people will join in a sec, I suppose. We're taking a look. I better do the thing, bet night for people who are watching after. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at StepBud AUv3 Midi step sequencer, which I think was either released. I think it was yesterday. Was it? It came out yesterday. Very good it is too. Now, before I get into it, I will wait another minute or two, see if anyone else wants to join. Is the volume okay? Can everyone hear me all right? That's the kind of the main thing here. That is, if as long as people can hear me, that's good. That's good. Are we okay volume wise? Anyone give me? Is anybody out there? Okay, so so it's cool. Is everybody? Oh, great. All right. So this is StepBud AUv3 Midi step sequencer, and I'll tell you what I've done. Right. So I've got a Moog Model D here, and what I'll do is I'll run through this thing, and then we'll set something up from scratch, so you can see how easy it is to get it going, sort of thing. So we've got Moog Model D, then we've got StepBud here, and then I have a Ruse Maker being played by an XOX just for some drums, and then we have Sunriser synth here with, oh great, I'm glad the sound's okay. We have Sunriser synth here with another StepBud playing Sunriser. Okay, so without any need for any MIDI keyboards and stuff like that, basically straight off the bat, I'll play this a little bit. So this is how this kind of sounds. So you can see the kind of cool stuff you can do. Evening gimbal, right? So what you can do is you can set up. Let's do this. You can see I've got a great big long one here, so you can add as many of these steps as you like. But I think the easiest thing to do, if we set up a fresh session, then you can actually see what's going to be able to, what's going to be able to be done with Stepboard. So I'll just save that anyway, because I've been working with that one. Yes. Okay, and we can clear that now. So first of all, we'll set something up really, really simple. We'll open up a audio unit instrument here, and what I'll do is, for the sake of it being kind of clear, we'll start with a BS16, and we'll just start with a basic piano sound, which is, if we open the keyboard, it's just an easy sound to kind of use, and you can get an idea of the different things we can do. So let's close the keyboard here. And I can disconnect the actual internal keyboard. We don't need it. We'll open this channel. What we'll do is we'll open up a StepBud AUv3. There it is. And then what we want to do is, as always with things like this, we just... Hey, Slim, hiya. Oh, Slim, listen. Did you get your necklace through the post, your pendant? Okay, because it should be there by now. Anyway, here's the thing. What we do is we route this BS16 here like this, and then we can route that to Stepboard. So Stepboard is now going to be playing this. Now the thing is here, let me just turn this down. This is the default opening screen. Okay, so you'll see it started you off with 8 steps as part of, so 8 steps as part. Okay, Slim, it should be with you in a couple of days. It should be. Let's see. So we've got 8 steps here. So we can decrease like this. Obviously, we'll leave it on 8 for now. Or you can just keep adding. Now I got up to 32. But the thing is, it doesn't kind of, well, it doesn't kind of descale like this. It stays the size. So you'd have to sort of scroll along to put in more steps. Now this is what happens. What is happening now is, if I turn it on, the piano will be playing all of these on C3. Hang on a sec. We need to just... Okay. So, oh, Spider, stick around. You've just missed your song, your sounds in another track. I'll play it again in a minute. So anyway, it's stepping along like this. So velocity, let's take the velocity down on the first. Like this. And also, let us do the gate. So we can have variable gate, or we can use the master slider. And now, or we can just do this. Now, there is a couple of settings for the master slider, and I haven't quite sussed them out yet. And here it is master fader control, which is this thing here. At the moment, it's on copy, but if I put it onto shift, it holds the pattern that you've got, which is dead handy. Now at the moment, let's do something with the velocity. It's actually like an arpeggiator, so it's tracking along like this. So we can go down. No. Okay. You're not going to hear anything, are you? Because all the notes are on C3. So here's what we can do. We can choose the notes that we want. Now, this is great. You've loads and loads of control over how these notes play. Okay, so let's see. So we've got a C3 here. Let's have a D3, and then we'll go with a A3. Now, the thing you can see here, it says key, C, scale, major. Whatever I do with these, all the notes are going to fit in. It doesn't really matter. And you've got, well, you'll see, there are loads and loads of scales that you can play with. And that's where it starts to get very, very, very cool beans. Now, so we'll go up a bit more like this, and we'll go up, and we'll go up further, and we'll go up like this. And this will make sense when we do the arpeggiator thing. So we've got this like this. So we're going to play that now. We're going to basically go up, aren't we? Well, down, because I set my arpeggiator down, and we can go. Okay, and then we have a random setting. Let's leave it go up and down. What also we can do is we have note mode. Okay, so to get into a note, apart from moving it like this, if we just touch on one of the numbers like this, it switches a step off. Okay. If we double tap it, so let's double tap this number 4, it brings up our control. So we can take that out now, and let's add a chord. So if we've got notes, you'll see they're just the notes, and you'll see the scale is F major. So you're gonna know all the chords. So what this is doing is giving me all the chords in the key of C major. So let's do an A minor on number 4, and let's do an F major 7. Now you also have individual modulation for each step. Now, of course, the module, it's an AU, yeah. It says StepBud AUv3. So you can have loads of these running. I'll go back to that thing I've just done. Okay, so that Spider and you can see Slim, the thing working with it in a kind of a track thing. I'll do that now. There's more people watching. Before we carry on with this one, so let me just do this. I'll save this and I'll call this the tutorial bit. So this gives you an idea without it getting too confusing. Getting too confusing what we're going to do, because the track that I'm going to open now. So I'm just going to save that, yeah. Okay, and we'll open files, and we shall go to StepBud because I misspelt it. Right, so here's the thing that I did. Now, this is a Moog Model D being played by StepBud here, and I'm going to just check everything is still the same as it was. We go to notes. Yeah, and what I shall do is I think I'll just change that back to C. Okay, so and then it goes along here, and then there's one of Spider's patches here, Shoal Shimmer, that I've adjusted the envelope on a little bit because it was a bit like too fadey in sort of thing, you know, for getting to this play. And then on this StepBud, I extended it by let me go to notes. It's easier. I extended it 32 steps long. And I had a chord play there, the C4. It goes like that colour when it's a chord. And then another chord playing there. I don't know what it was now, but they're the notes I used. Anyway. And this should still sound okay, I think. So this is how this sounds. Now, here's all the scales. So you've got major, minor, harmonic, melodic, but look, look at all the scales. So you can have a very, very cool time playing with all these scales. So if we've got it, we've now got it in a major scale. It doesn't want to be minor, it wants to be. So anyway, that's kind of the thing. That's kind of the thing with the scales. But let me get back to the. I don't need to save that. Let me get back to the tutorial-y one, because otherwise it'll just get too confusing. So where were we? Oh yeah. So we'd applied some modulation, which we don't really want. And of course, your modulation will be dependent on the instrument or the synth that you're using, you know, as with glide, portamento, etc., etc. Bearing in mind it's a MIDI controller, you know. So, what else do we have along the bottom? So we've got this going now. So we've got a few chords going in, some notes going across 8. We've learned that we can switch off steps independently. Just by tapping them, and by double tapping any of the actual steps, we can. Now it's gone like that because I've actually added notes to what's already existing, but it's still playing those notes. Okay. What gets really cool is now, if you spend a long time setting this up properly, you can get all sorts of very, very cool synth ratcheting sounds, because you have this repeat counter here. Okay, but not only that, is you also have the repeat counter, but you have the rate of repeating as well. Can you show the MIDI parameters? Yeah, hang on a sec. Stepboard. So Stepboard. So is that it then? Is that it? That's the MIDI parameters. Is the really? Yeah, looks like it. Looks like that's the MIDI parameters in AUM. So I don't know. Okie dokie. Yes. No, I thought it was. I thought it was more than that. Anyway, it might be an AUM. Don't know. Anyway, so you've got this repeat count thing, right? So at the moment they're all just playing sort of thing. But if I set number 6 to repeat 8 times. We'll just have this go up. And I'll turn the velocity down. Yeah, it's not that many, is there? And what I'll do, I'll gate that as well. Yeah, I'm having a good time playing with it on my own, setting up a basic sequence like I did earlier, and I set the drums up and I set the it's so easy to set something like that up really quickly. It's audio unit extensions, and we can go with I'll go with what's it again, Ruse Maker, and I'll also audio unit extension. I'll also go with XOX because it's kind of just a dead straightforward drum machine. And then all we need to do is ruse maker 2, where we go in, XOX, and then we can go into there and generate a pattern. Whereas I actually bothered to program it earlier. So we could go in again and do this. Let's go to our repeats, because and then here, where it says minimum octave, maximum octave, you can just change the octave as well. I actually bought the crayon to show you videos like this, so it'd be easier to see what was going on. I think it was a good idea, actually. It's easier for me to see what's going on as well. So yes, what else we got? So like I said, pitch bend and stuff is dependent on your, it's kind of dependent on your, is it possible to make each note different length? Sorry if you've already covered it. Yeah, well, it kind of isn't, it kind of isn't. The notes, you've got velocity control on the notes, okay, and then you've got your gate control, but you've also got your rate. Now, what I was saying earlier is you can have a note play over times. Like, for instance, I mean, I literally played with this for a few hours, and I think it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. But if it's playing like this, let's go back to our repeat counts, which I'll now set back to 0. Okay. And everything is kind of heading in the right direction. And it's just going over, you know, for 1 bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 bar. So we can change the velocity but you couldn't, if you wanted to make one note longer, it's a step sequencer, so it's kind of difficult, isn't it? If we add another 2, 3, 4, and we've added another 8 sequences, and we could go along, and all these are going to play what are they going to play? F. Have I moved to the key? Okay, that's fine. So you'd have to kind of set up 2 of them doing the same note sort of thing, but I don't think it's possible to like make one ring out longer than another. It's not like a piano roll or anything like that. It literally is a step. It's like a step sequencer, but you can slow down this. You can slow down the speed. So at the moment, you see, it's all doing it 1/8. But if I slow, let's see. So you can kind of make it longer in a way, but without actually having to do anything. Well, set length is set with the rate. Yeah, but that's what I mean. But it's still, you're not going to be in time. It's gonna drift. So for instance, let's do this chord. Let's set this to 1/4. So this 4th note here. I don't do math. I'm a musician. Musicians don't do math. It's math for MIDI people. I don't do MIDI people. Stop that. Right. So that basically covers covers it. Oh, that's my thing, isn't it? So let's see what we can do with chords. Like if I go back to, let's clear that because it was not necessary. Let's open another tune, and we'll do what I did with spiders. I will do it's because this is really nice. If you do this with what's it called, Sunriser, we'll use Sunriser, and I'll put one in already here. And there you go. So you know what the trouble is, since I've started using the crayon, right, every time I get fingerprints on the screen I have the urge to draw them off. Thanks for reviewing Stepboard, by the way. Oh hey, yes, that is the developer. You're welcome. It's great. I'm having a really good time. It's awesome. Yeah, the dev is in the house. So what we're going to do, listen, this is really cool. I did this earlier. So I'm going to, just for the purposes of this, I'm going to drop the tempo down to about 90 because it's much better when it's 90. It's much better when it's slow. And what I'm going to do, just for starters, I'll just hook that up to the internal keyboard. I'm going to choose a sound from Spider here. Right, it was this Shell Shimmer one, and it's just such an epic sound. I'll just open this up a little bit more and close that. But the sound, let me get this keyboard up. But the sound on its own is quite quiet. We can boost the amp probably up. But what I wanted to do was make it more percussive, so I just lowered the attack and the release. And I want to open up the cutoff a little bit as well, I think. Yeah. Okay, don't need that now. And I can also, because it's quite a quiet sound, I need to I'll just add AUM's internal gain a little bit for it as well. Okay, so we'll just route that as well to Stepboard, and we'll open Stepboard. And what I'll do is I'm going to increase 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it up to over 16 again. And then I'm going to mute out number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. And I'm going to mute out 10, 12, 13. Now, I had this set over 32 earlier, but I think this, for the sake of speed, would be more logical at, over 16 steps. So for this chord here, it said it starts at C, but I'll double tap this. Double tap the number 1. And I'm going to go to chords. I'm going to take away that C, so there's nothing there. See if it says preview, you'll see it there. You can take that away till it's blank. And then I'm not going to bother adding a chord in. I'm just going to draw the chord in. But you could add, these are all the chords in the key C. But I'm going to add this C minor at C4, like this, okay? For the first step sort of thing. And we'll go done. And we should see there, we've got one. And then for this one here, C3. Do you know what? I'll tell you what, it's because I'm in note mode. I could have done chords, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But for this one, I'm going to take that away, and I'm going to play this chord. So that one, okay. And I might even slow this down a little bit more, but I might want to be playing with the velocity a bit. So we've got this, and there. And also I shall take the rate down, I think, instead to a quarter. We don't need it on that one. On this, yeah, we do. We need to do it on all of them. So I'll kill what I'll do. Leave that on 1/8, and I'll take them all down to a quarter with the master slider. Okay, so hopefully, who's this? Does the downside of the grain is not yeah, no, it's not pressure sensitive. That is the only thing it's not. So we've done that and done that. Now we can do this, and I want to hear this now. So I could probably, I think, might speed the tempo back up actually. Let me just have a mess with the. That's cool, isn't it? I'm getting MIDI hung notes. Why would that be? Why? I won't do anything, will it? Why am I getting? Why am I? Why? Why am I getting? Why? No, right. I need to gate them a little bit, probably. Yeah, that's better. Makes life so much easier. no. Forgot what I was doing then. Oh, have we lost stream? Are we still on? Seems we've gone off. Is it just me that's gone off, or is there everyone else gone off as well? Joe? I'm still here. It looks like I'm still here. Listen, I'm going to go. I thought that was... it was madness. Is it? Oh, yes, so it did. Oh, no. Is it crashed? Oh, no. Oh, dear. It doesn't matter anyway, because I'd finished anyway. Anyway, that was pretty good, actually. I thought, why is Eon crashed? Probably couldn't handle it. Probably couldn't handle me changing presets in the middle of a sequence. Anyway, I thought that was okay. Did anyone find that useful? I think it's quite good, actually. But I like sequences and stuff, and I think it's very enjoyable to build up stuff like this, and kind of get lost. You'd end up going down a rabbit hole, and it's I don't think I've ever had it crash before. That's weird. That is. I can get carried away with that kind of. You're in the realms of Berlin school music, aren't you? And once you're there, it doesn't matter how long the track is. I see Tangerine Dream live, and they just play solid for an hour, without stopping, without a change of a track. And I'm getting really into this kind of modular idea of the way it works, and just letting it run. I know, and people say that, like, oh yeah, well, it's not a song, is it? Well, it is. Music is music. If you're banging dustbin lids together and someone's enjoying it, it's good. But this kind of stuff I really love. And when you start to add effects and stuff, I mean, I must say, that does sound pretty good with, let's stop that. With shimmer on it. Cool beans. Very, yeah, exactly. Berlin School, and it's great, Listen, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this. I shall see you very, very soon. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for watching, joining me again. Well, let's move that way to the. Where's it gone? It was fine. It didn't crash. It just disappeared. Thanks for joining me again on for another live stream. But I do enjoy doing them. I like doing them because, as well, if something goes wrong, I have to get it going again on live, and it's good for me, and it's good for everybody else, I guess. Okay, yeah, hey, no problem, Ken. That was brilliant. That was the developer, brilliant. Anyway, guys, I shall see you later. Joe's cooking a beautiful roasted dinner. Yes. So we have our tea very late here. we this is early for me. Early, right? Okay. I shall see you guys later. Thank you very, very much for watching. And top job, cool beans, top bananas, and great grapefruits. And I've run out of things to say about vegetables now. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll just work out now how to switch my feed off again. I have to stand.